Alright, so welcome back to the Arrow Project. This is the second of what I planned were 3 live streams today. Unfortunately, I make only 2. So this happens all the time. Things will change on the fly. Welcome back to the Arrow Project. We just covered some gifts from my boss at my workplace yesterday, who I'm very fond of, but he's probably not fond of me at all. So I hope to do him a favor, him and his family a favor, and leave the company real soon, because I don't want to be such a burden on them anymore after having hurt them so badly. Regardless, this is some gift items he got for basically the whole team yesterday working overtime. They're always like this. They're a family-run business, and they're very phenomenal people. I just want to say this is cheers to them. And now that's why I covered my first stream. So the second stream right here today, we're going to move on to the stuff that I wanted to cover for the past week, as well as into the ongoing week. So this is a continuation of a bag that I said is goes back to university days, 10-15 years. That's just a quick recap. Long story short, there's a lot of stuff in here I need to talk about on stream before I feel comfortable using or discarding and throwing away. So what you see is what you get. In the title, what do you see? You see bathing supplies. So why don't we just dive right into it? So there are 8 compartments to this bag, and yesterday I finished with some clothing, like some socks, some pants. You can check on again, Facebook or Twitch, wherever you're from right now on my channel. That's basically what I covered if you're interested. There was also the day before that I covered some toiletry. So there was stuff like toothbrush, toothpaste, stuff like that, and it was kind of nasty because I'm thinking, that's like 7 years ago. I had toothpaste in here 7 years ago, and I kept it here all the way to this point. Probably shouldn't use it, but anyways, that's that. So today now we have, going on that trend, some stuff in the washroom again. So in the back pocket here, mixed in with the clothing that I had yesterday, which I'm going to pass on to my brother, or either donate that to Salvation Army, because those socks I just don't use anymore. They're class 2 items, things that I don't intend on using. But also, if I can't donate it, I may just put it inside a clothing bin, and the homeless shelter can pick it up. So in this same pocket that had the clothing, we have some bathing material. So the first things first, we have this bath towel. This one is something I obviously will not donate. This is something definitely I'm going to pass on to, I'm going to return to my caregivers. We rent in the same household right now. There's 5 different families in this household, believe it or not, including the landlord. So that's a lot of people, maybe about 15 to 20 people in the same household. And one of those tenants is me, and another is one from, say Hong Kong, Taiwan. Another is just living downstairs in the basement, a whole family. Another is my caregivers in a separate room. So I'm going to return this bath towel to them most likely. It's a blue bath towel that I used to use quite frequently when I was in university. I would have this little, it reminds me of this little knack I used to have. So I went to University of Waterloo, and there was always there's this new building, I'm not going to mention where, but that had a shower. So I would occasionally go take showers there, and being the kind of not welfare, but I was used to being basically a low income family, and being resourceful, I would do stuff like that, and it's kind of stupid. I was experimenting, but it really brings me back. It definitely brings me back. Of course, for the 4 years I also had off-campus housing as well. The first year I was in res, so I used this bath towels as well. So you can see it's kind of I don't know, let me show it closer to the camera. You can tell definitely it's been worn out from wear and tear, and I'm going to return this to my guardians or pass it on to my brother. I'm not sure if either of them will use it, but they can always use another bath towel. So I'm giving this back to them. This is a class 2 bath towel because my caregivers at that time purchased it, and even now I don't consider it to be my item. I consider it to be something I borrowed from them. Next thing and last thing we can cover today is probably just this. Again, a class 2 item from my guardians. Now, again, it goes back 10 years ago probably, and I don't have much use of it. I don't really want to use anything, like I said, that comes from my guardians. Right now, I pay my own rent, I have my own groceries, I do everything myself, because, we have had a very fractured family dynamic, but I still want to show my appreciation and gratitude for them, because you have to, They're your guardians, they're your caregivers. They gave you food, shelter, and clothing, if nothing else. You always have to show some appreciation for that. And that's just me paying my respects. So I'm gonna give this back to them. This is some soap, some Chinese soap. I don't know how to pronounce that, even though it is in traditional Chinese. I did learn traditional Chinese, but I forgot how to read it a long time ago, and I didn't actually advance that high anyways, because they wanted me to focus on more Western studies. I guess you could say basically they wanted me to focus on, you know, just becoming a doctor and all that stereotypical kind of stuff. So I stopped reading Chinese. Unfortunately, I can't read it, but in English it does say shower foam, soap. It says aloe vera. I'm going to return this to them. Maybe they can make use of it, maybe not, who knows. So that's all we have here today. It's just 2 items. Now, like I said, I wanted to cover a 3rd stream, but it's not happening, and the reason is because in my previous stream I mentioned that the first stream I had today at around 4:45 a.m. it cut off abruptly at around 2 minutes, and I kept talking for the next 10 minutes. So that was really disappointing because I wasted enough time to cover another stream. That's why today I'm only going to have 2 streams, not 3. I'll save the next stream for tomorrow morning when we cover some disposable utensils. That's this stuff right here in the bag. You can see it a little bit. But you know, with that being said, I'm gonna actually have to close this bag up now. It seems like I make very little progress every single day, but you know, slowly we get it all done. So I'm gonna put that away and put the bath towel on top, as well as this, I guess, soap. And with that being said, this is, you know, the 2nd and last stream of today, unfortunately. But you know, we got a lot done, or at least we got something done. And now I just want to give you the take-home message as usual, which is to take care of yourself. Take care of your health, your finance, and your direct relatives, your family. Make sure that you become a strong, disciplined, responsible individual as usual, blah, 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 because, you know, that's the only way you can be of any help to the people that you care about, people that you love. So now, I haven't been the best role model of that. That's something that I'm just trying to practice. That's why I have to say every single stream. And it does become a dead horse sometimes. It feels like I'm beating a dead horse. But that being said, of course, what I do here on stream, I should mention also, I don't compromise for anybody else. It's good for me. That's why I do it. If you find it helpful to watch someone work through their own problems, because this is what I'm doing here on stream, I know it gets tedious. That's because I'm working through my own problems, whether it's perfectionism or a lot of OCD kind of mannerisms. I have a lot of that, a lot of emotional baggage. I don't know what kind of issues you may have, whether they are health issues, mental issues, maybe you have some, you know, some financial issues. If it helps, you find this inspirational by any chance, or helpful in any way, or maybe you just find it engaging in some way. I don't know what it is that you find. Maybe it's relatable to you, but I appreciate you dropping by, and I hope that it is helpful to you if you drop by. So that being said, this is the Animal Project. Thank you for tuning in, my hypothetical imaginary viewers. I always say that, and you know, I hope to see a better version of all of you, as well as a better version of myself tomorrow morning, right here on the On-Road's channel. So that being said, On-Road signing out. Ciao, and we'll cover this all tomorrow morning.